he's highly on drugs. I mean, that's the thing I want to talk about now. They are not doing this with their, naked eye.
Yes.
They have some influence that is something that's, given them that.
Yes.
How bad is the situation when it comes to the use of drugs amongst the youth of this country?
Yes, it is that bad because if you look at most of the data on drug use, for instance, in my PhD studies, I look at drug possession and drug use, and you could see the percentage of people who are actually either possessing drugs or actually using drugs. And that is what makes it more serious, because you see, once a person is on drugs and he comes at you, whatever happens, sometimes they don't even realize what they are doing.
No, but at the tail end of this, forgive me, Doc.
Yes.
At the tail end of this very video that is showing on Facebook, look at his posture. His posture.
Yes.
Look at this. So
imagine this guy has a gun in his hands, and he presses the trigger. He could actually kill you, Dave, without even realizing that he shot you. Okay, and if you have our youth becoming like this, it means that the whole society is on the brink. And the saddest part of this is that we have a number of youth having this kind of scenario playing on in their lives.
Now, is this the reason why they would video themselves threatening people and not knowing the consequences of what they're doing? Is that what it is?
It could be, but then it is also a subculture. And now, if you look at the characteristics of such culture, what they have to do is to be able to show a certain level of bravado, because within the subculture, your status is dependent on how deviant and troublesome you can be. Hard you can be.
They say you're hard.
Exactly.
Crazy,
so if you look at the video, he was calling out some people, demon. Haven't you told them? Okay, trying to draw his members' attention to the fact that he is a strong guy and he has the capacity to do what he says he's carrying out. And that is the subculture that these kind of groups who feel so, I should say, so disgruntled within society, this is the kind of behavior they exhibit.
If they feel disgruntled, whose fault is it?
I mean, it's a fault of the society. Basically, that was what I was trying to narrate. It has a certain pattern. We look at the family. You also talk about other institutions that has to go into the socialization of our children. For instance, the education system. When the children go to school, and let me tell you this, children who start and get to this point, normally it start from a certain place, normally within schools, where you can see that they start exhibiting signs of truancy. And now once the truancy sets in and it is not controlled, they get into gangs. And now once gang membership comes, that is where they begin to build an identity. So most of them, one way for them to show their identity is to show tattoos on their body. So if you look at these guys, you can see he has a tattoo. The tattoos and those images are insignias that should communicate to anybody who understands gangs behavior.
And those are poorly made tattoos.
That's what he can afford. That's what he can afford.
Exactly, right? At their level, that's what he can afford.
And I'm saying that again.